What's good with the collective? Man, y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, it helps the collective grow, helps the collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I love doing these videos. I appreciate y'all, but it's another one, man. Let's go ahead and bang these out. Let's get to the video, man. Let's go.
If I didn't know any better, I would think it was either giants or fairy folk up in the mountains that's throwing them boulders down, because they just always seem to get it right when vehicles coming past.
Man, say that shit again. Bro, I every time, spam it up in the comments if y'all go to YouTube and you just type in like world's craziest bridges or their craziest roadways, and you see like how steep some of them get, mainly in China. Them damn things be getting steep, crazy, all types of stuff. And sometimes they be showing how like them rocks be coming down, and I'll always be wondering, like, how the hell does the rock get it right every time? And if it don't hit the vehicle, it make the vehicle swerve, do something wild, and it make it a hazard. Like, it just becomes a problem. And yeah, he ain't lying on that one. He ain't lying.
Is made up of 606 feet, 606 feet, 606 feet, 606 feet, 606. It's made up of staves exactly the same. Now, if that's not interesting enough, look at the angle of the Great Pyramid of Giza. If you take the angle of the Great Pyramid of Giza, the slope is 51.8 degrees. Let's go back to the earthworks. If you measure the line that goes straight through the center of the structure, right here, and then you go true north, it's 51.8 degrees. That angle is exactly the same angle as the pyramids of Giza. It is the same math, the same calculations as ancient Egyptians. Let me show you one more connection. In 1860, David Wyrick, he's a guy who surveyed the Newark earthworks. He was digging into a mound near those earthworks, and he found a wooden coffin made of oak. They opened up the coffin and found a skeleton of a man holding a little box. It was about 8.10 inches in size. The box had been cemented shut. Here. This, by the way, is sitting in Ohio. Well, he opened up the box and he found a little man inside, a little black stone. They took it to scholars and they looked at it. The man seems to be carrying something nice. The writing is, they thought in 1860, some sort of Hebrew. Well, finally, about 20 years later, they found some rabbis living in the area, and the rabbis looked at that, and they could read it. They said it was an old kind of block Hebrew, and it was a rendition of the 10 Commandments. Now, this is another piece. Block Hebrew, they said they'd never seen anything like it. Mainstream archaeologists at the time called this a... But then in 1900... or just about after 1900, in Israel, they found the same block-style Hebrew writing. Mainstream archaeologists still dismissed the findings. They found it in Israel, and they found it in Ohio. But there was another stone that they found that they couldn't argue. This is the Bat Creek stone. It was found during the course of an official Smithsonian.
Everything that is put before you. Something my mama taught me, well, you know what I mean? She's like, here's the Bible, here's the Quran. What's the figure it out for yourself. You know how to read. You know what I mean? And everything that you ingest, you have to always remember a book. No matter what that book is, whether Shakespeare is an old line and some of the Raised by Raised Force and Dusty Bubbles in them, or any other written word that you digest or ingest, you have to question it because it was written by another man, another human being. And no one man has all the answers. A lot of people take the Bible face value that it's God's word, but nobody's looking in the upper left-hand corner of that page. it says the book of Timothy. Timothy was a man, so it's written by a man. Now, what is told to us is that it was under the inspiration of the heavens. God inspired them to write the book. Now let's do the definition of the word inspiration. I can inspire another young comedian to want to do comedy. But it's everything I do, the butt-naked truth and the laws of the universe. As Richard Pryor inspired me to do comedy. But do I really want to follow everything he did? Because if I did, I'd set myself on fire and be smoking crack. So all of us are dual examples. There's certain parts of Eddie Griffin that you can follow to the letter and it'll be success. Then there's other parts of my life you want to stay the hell away from. Because trust me, if you jumped in my shoes, you jumped the fuck right back out. No, nigga, I don't want to be you. You understand me? So the truth of the matter is individual. Your truth would never be my truth. There is a basic butt-naked correlating truth that goes through all humanity. But then we all find our individual truth in this journey called life.
Well, this is the director of the Bureau of Ethnology at the Smithsonian Institute. He said this. Artifacts found prior to Christopher Columbus's arrival would be considered illegitimate by the Smithsonian. Only the savage Indian culture would be observed, and this created the artificial barrier to science. Only the savage. Science was colluding with government because of commerce, and religion was involved. Now, why do I tell you all this stuff? Not because I'm an Indian expert or anything else. You got to do your own homework. I just found out about this stuff. I'm amazed by it. I don't know what the answer is on this. The reason why I bring it up is the stock is not bad. The soup went bad, but the stock is not. Peter Lilback, Dr. Peter Lilback. How are you, sir? Good to see you. This is a book that needs to be owned by every American. Every single American should have this book in their home. It's called Sacred Fire. These are the words of George Washington, and it takes history absolutely apart. Not on somebody's opinion, but on their own words, on his words. Peter, I want to go to you and talk to you a little bit about, again, the stock. George Washington had a good relationship. Our founders had a good relationship with the Native Americans, right?
There's no question about that. When they came to America, they realized they could not survive without a close relationship with the Indian people. The greatest story, for example, is the Pilgrims who were blown off course. 800 miles out of their destination in Virginia, they're in Massachusetts. They land on ground, and they're in the middle of nowhere.
I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am Invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing. Doesn't even come close. And if it does, I rise again, and again, and again.
Who made the universal decision that we should eat lunch at 12? Who decided that it should take 4 years apiece to finish high school and college? Who made the decision that a minute should be 60 seconds and an hour should be 60 minutes? These are all questions I've been asking myself recently. And I've come to realize that while time itself was created by God, its perception was created by humanity and materialized by these clocks we put on the wall. You see, there's nowhere in this world you can go and not find a clock. And that's because we as society put them there to remind you. You see, society says you should brush your teeth for 2 minutes. Society says you should sleep for 8 hours. Society says you should be done school by 22, have a career by 25, a family by 30, be successful by 40, and retire by 60. You see, we've created this one-size-fits-all timeline for life, thinking we can all wear the same clothes. And when we personally realize that they don't fit, we blame it on ourselves, acting like we've gained weight. Stop letting society's clock dictate when you show up. My time is different from your time. And just because you're not where society says you should be at this point in your life doesn't make you late. It makes you, you.
Hey, remember this. You have to acknowledge the knowledge to receive the understanding.
And remember, I really do this for the people and I have no motive. So go follow me on We the People TV.
What he said, I really do this for the people. Them 4 videos a week be whooping my ass sometimes, yo. I appreciate y'all letting me know I be grinding behind that. But damn it, that be whooping my ass sometimes. I'ma keep it all the way real with y'all. But I do it for the people. I do it for the people. Like, I know it helps a lot of y'all get y'all day going. I know it helps a lot of everybody watching this get going and doing whatever it is they attending to. Y'all at work, y'all at school. I be seeing the comments, man. And for the fact that I could like drop a video and y'all could like get away for a second, learn something for a second, feel like y'all vibing with, you know, so that y'all can actually come here and vibe out with other people and like-minded people like yourself, instead of having to go search for it, you know where to find it. And it just keeps growing and more people coming and everybody get a chance to just vibe out on the same wave. So I do it for the people. So I feel them, man. I feel them.
That's for Catwoman.
This is 39-year-old Michael Payton, a scientist working for Raytheon in their rocket science department. Michael perceives himself as somewhat of a genius, but as you will soon see, not even a scientist can get away with murder. On February 19, 2021, Saline police officers rushed to the Patton family residence in response to a shooting. Little did they know they were about to be thrown in for a loop by the scientist. Michael had called 911 to allegedly confess to murdering his wife and 2 kids, along with their 3 dogs and 1 cat. However, when officers arrived on the scene, Michael, who was standing outside with his gun, changed his story and now claimed he didn't know if his wife and kids were still alive. Firefighters would enter the house to find Michael's wife, Tamara Payton, and his teenage son and daughter already dead from gunshot wounds. Due to Michael's new claims, the police weren't sure if the 911 call was a prank call, and Michael is being framed for murders he didn't commit, or whether he had done it himself, regretted, and changed his mind. Nevertheless, Michael is detained and brought down to the station for interrogation, with Detective Joshua Armstrong heading it. With the detective's expertise in cognitive techniques and no evidence to go on, the interrogation will be a headstrong game for Michael, a genius scientist, against an expert detective, making this one of the most absurd cases I've ever seen.
Let me get the person that's going to swab your hands real quick, and then we'll do that and get those handcuffs off of you, okay?
Okay.
You need something?
I'll just sit here and wait.
Okay, you need something to drink or anything?
Please.
Water, okay?
Anything. I just want. I'm so confused. What's that?
Michael, was that quick enough for you, brother? You go by Mike or Michael?
Usually Mike. Usually Mike.
Okay. Can you stand up for me? I'm going to get them handcuffs off of you, okay? This is who I was talking about was going to take a swab of your hands, okay? You okay with her doing that? Hey, Mike, do you have any injuries to you right now? Are you hurt anywhere, bleed anywhere, cut anywhere?
I know.
Okay. Well, do you mind standing up right there on the spot? You've got a bruise right here. Is this old?
Yes, it's a couple days old.
Couple days old. Okay. Anything on the backside, little cuts or anything like that? Do you mind if I let your shirt up?
For it.
You got a, can't tell if that's a scratch over here. You got a cat or something at the house?
3 dogs and
Dogs and a cat? It looks like you got maybe a cat scratch over on one side.
probably the puppy.
Puppy?
Can I stand for a minute?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Go ahead, Jason.
I was in the car.
You were sitting there for a long time. Give me just like...
How the hell you confused if you might have done that, bro? Anytime you use that or you take it to those levels, bro, that's a real decision. There is no such thing as...
Do any interviews since the last fight, and many noticed a sudden change in his speech and demeanor.
I brought the energy to the gym. When I come in the gym, everybody's having a great time and we're all working hard. I'm like a brother, I'm brotherhood.
The initial noticeable change was the physical transformation in his face, as he appeared more bloated and puffy. While this could be attributed to weight gain, it could also signal alcohol abuse, as excessive drinking often leads to water retention around the face. If we take a look at his older interviews, he typically appeared relaxed and thoughtful in his speech. However, in this one, he seemed visibly uneasy throughout the conversation, frequently diverting from the topic and interrupting Patrick by picking up his phone mid-question or cutting him off mid-sentence. Another noticeable change was his tone of voice, which shifted from somewhat high-pitched.
Like, I wasn't afraid of the moment because I knew that's in me. And it's always going to be in me.
To sounding as if he had been smoking and drinking heavily over a long period of time.
But the shoulder roll is a beautiful thing. And Mayweather is so super good at it.
Viewers also observed his lack of awareness regarding constant chewing into the mic, which seemed unusual given his status as a top professional boxer. While one might argue this behavior was showcased on a single podcast, a month later, he displayed similar conduct on The Helwani Show. According to comments, it seemed that people anticipated he would say random things and were primarily there to laugh at him, which was quite obvious from comments such as, Ariel trying to have a discussion with a high teenager, I am a fan of this new coked-up Ryan, and after seeing this interview, Ryan is slowly turning into Kanye levels of delusion. Many have speculated whether he is under the influence of alcohol or heavier drugs. Despite admitting multiple times to enjoying smoking weed and having a drink occasionally, he has never mentioned taking heavier substances. However, based on his behavior and facial expressions, one could argue that something else is at play. Comparing his appearance on the Impulsive and Bradley Martin show just 10 months earlier, none of these signs were present. His face didn't appear bloated.
Man was getting home from work when this was captured on video.
So I'm standing outside right now, and I don't know if y'all can hear that, but his weird sounds are coming from that tree line, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know y'all can hear that. There's no way you can't hear that.
What y'all think that is? That sound? What you think it is? And if you ever heard it, let me know. Put it in the comments. The clip before that, y'all think that they reaching with the rocks? Are they reaching, or is it true to you? I don't know. With the other clip, oh man, I mean, I don't know. At first I thought Skinwalker, but shit, you really don't know. It's dark. It's probably trying to use him as prey. He probably is prey. He making that noise to get him curious to come check, come look. Man, that's his ass when he go check and look. That's his ass. So with. And the whole Ryan Garcia situation. Sad, man. But I do want to go ahead and say, you saw them pull up the comments. I don't understand why people be so damn harsh in the comments. I see that on Instagram. I see it on X. I see it on my own channel on YouTube, other people's channel. Like, you know, regardless of the topic, you always catch one person. And they got it on Facebook, bro. I don't get it. I don't get why the comment section is the most, it's the most ridiculous, insulting, just low vibrational demonic area on the internet. To me, it's the comment section. That's where people could really just get to, I don't know. I think it's my personal opinion. I think it's because people know they ain't got to see you in person, so they could just say whatever they want to say. Sometimes because when I see people locally post on like Instagram, I don't see that many hard comments, because it can go real left real fast. And I mean really, 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 really fast. And I ain't talking about just a fist fight. I'm talking about it can go real, real left. But I always see like pages like that, like celebrity pages, people be going crazy in the comments, bro. I be like, damn, that's crazy. I don't get it. I never been the type to really comment. Like when I comment back, that's a new thing for me. I don't really comment on comments, like on videos. I don't really comment, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. They was going at bro. Who say he ain't going through something? Nobody knows. But whatever.
About Slab City, I was given the fairy tale version. An amazing off-grid experience where people were truly living free. I saw documentaries from a lot of people who were living the LA mindset, so it was very Hollywood driven and romanticized. I also saw Into the Wild, a version of Slabs that existed 20 plus years before I even did. At that time, very few YT channels existed about it, and the ones that did romanticized and glorified it, making it seem like a Mad Max or something out of Tank Girl. It was a Hollywood-driven fantasy representation. As travelers, we have the responsibility to share our experiences truthfully instead of sugarcoating them. If I had been told the reality version, maybe I wouldn't have gone. Or at least if I did go, I would have been far more prepared and would have had more awareness about what was going on there. Look at all the comments that also expressed horrible, traumatic experiences in Slabs on the original post that I made about Slab City. Because one person was able to speak up, others felt more comfortable giving their side of the story as well. And yes, there's a factor of fear in talking about those things. Why are some people scared to talk about it? Because they know what some of the people in Slabs are capable of doing. Literally hundreds of comments under that post that either said they were super traumatized from it or they will never go back. You still get your sprinkling of people saying their experiences were good there? Two comments were like that out of thousands. I'm willing to bet that those people did not spend a significant amount of time there. If I have to be the one voice that encourages others to speak up about their traumatic experiences, and how many others can we as a collective prevent others being harm done to? Maybe we can even save lives, because Slabs is not for everyone. Trust me, I know there's people in Slabs that are not happy with me and what I said. They know it's true, and that's why they're not speaking up in the comments. There are desperate folks out there that prey on tourists, on people traveling and wandering through. It's their bread and butter, they depend on them, they provide gifts, donations, and some type of commerce in Slab City. Because even though they live off-grid, they're still very dependent on the system. They still make Amazon purchases. All that being said, I still think people should go out there. Making a quick day trip is gonna be fine. Bring a box full of canned food and some dog food, maybe some gas. Leave it for someone you've seen on YT. Just don't go without a buddy. Let someone from the outside know where you're going. Have your wits about you, bring some kind of protection, and definitely have an exit plan. And then plan B exit plan. And a spare tire. AAA doesn't always come out there. There's only a few tow places within the surrounding area. Every time they go out there, they don't always get paid, so they're kind of hesitant to do it. If you don't believe me, just go ahead and call the tow places in the area and ask what they think of Slab City. They might actually laugh at you. 2 people who you can donate to are right here, Dreamcatcher and Ron. I can't tag him here because he's only on the gram. But not only do they accept donations, they will distribute them as well. Seriously, I'm so passionate about this because I don't want people going there thinking it's gonna be all pandas and rainbows and this magical off-grid life. What I'm saying is not to be taken lightly, and it sure as hell isn't gossip. You have to be safe when you go out there or just don't go.
I gotta look into Slab City because now I'm kind of unfamiliar with that. What's the name of the city? It's like a desert. It's like in the middle of the desert and it's off grid. It's hella lights everywhere. I don't know if that's what she's talking about. I think I came across that video like once. But yeah, I need to look a little further as far as Slab City. If you've been, spam up your experience, what your experience was. I'm curious to know. But if they living off grid, I mean, yeah, I could see little like weird situations happening, stupid situations. You got people trying to just do the most, so you probably should be aware, should keep, you know, just be prepared type deal. That's what I would say. I don't even know what it is, but if she's breaking it down like that and they off grid, I would just say be prepared. Be prepared anywhere you go, in my opinion. And Russia, that's a hell of a lot of soldiers, ain't he? Damn, I would hate to come across them. They got a lot. They got hella soldiers and they ready to go. What ceremony is that? Can somebody like enlighten me on that? Like what ceremony do they have going on right then and there? Like is that something they do all the time? Is that something that's like just a one-time thing? Is it? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Somebody let me know.
Y'all seeing the shit happening in the world right now? I know the For You page is for people like us. It's not like it used to be. The algorithm has changed. People are being censored when they are. Truthers are going from 10s to 20s to 30s to thousands of views to hundreds. Look at Amber. Look at all my truthers. They're all down. Interesting. But I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know who just told me. I don't know why they just told me. All I know is that they just told me. Get ready. And Dylan, you did not miss no bull run. The halving cycle hasn't happened yet. What I tell you about is going to happen around the first week of March. March 10th, 11th, 12th, right? Remember I told you that, right? This is me setting the date because historically it always happens that day. Get ready to put in a short. But get ready. I don't know who told me, but I was told just now. Watching this. Are you ready? And I'm not talking about items. No. I'm not talking about how much food you got. No. I'm talking about spiritually. Get ready. Peace of God.
I ain't gonna lie. Man, TikTok's For You page did switch. It did switch. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of little bit of different things that it switched. The first time I caught it was the last week of November. It was leading up to Thanksgiving and it hit November, like last week in November. December was kind of weird. And just literally, I would say the last week, not even the last week, I would say like the last 2 days. Today the 7th when I'm shooting this. So it was about like March 6th. March 5th, 6th when I started noticing a lot of little different things. Like we're gonna fit YouTube's guidelines, but it was a little things that was some stuff that was different. I'll just go ahead and say one thing was the algorithm as far as TikTok, man. That For You page, that thing was different. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. It's almost like the For You page was almost as if I hadn't searched anything ever, as if this was the first time I've been on TikTok and it was just giving me random things, stuff that did not relate to me. And I was like, wait a minute, bro, what's going on? Y'all hear that plane? I saw a military plane today. I was leaving Walmart. I saw one today. As soon as I was pulling out, I seen it go over. Internet started tripping and tweaking yesterday too. Y'all spamming up if y'all internet still tripping. But mine was tripping yesterday. Again. Today, it's working right now. But yeah, it was tweaking out yesterday. It was tweaking. Y'all let me know if y'all's is tripping.
Scary things caught on camera.
I'm Savannah. And it is our 2-year anniversary. Officially 2 years. We've been dating for 2 years, but we've known each other forever. You didn't just see something come in here?
I'm sorry if this is inappropriate, but I have been far too curious for too long. What happened to this man's eyes? And it's not just him. I see this sometimes. Here's another man. What happened to his eyes? I feel like I've been paying attention to people's eyes for a long time, and there is something mysterious there for sure. Let's just say I've never seen a good man with these types of eyes. Ask anyone that knows me. I bring this up because I'm so stuck on it. I feel like there's more there that I just don't have the answers to. Also, have you heard how narcissistic people can have dead eyes? When I heard that, I was shocked because my ex-husband, a very narcissistic man, has some dead eyes. And what is going on with that? Why is that the case? It's like the dead eyes, does that signify when someone's abandoned themselves? Like, what is up with the eyes that we just saw? Like, what is going on? If anyone has any answers, it would be a relief to me, honestly. If this is a stretch or some type of like medical condition, I am sincerely sorry, but I feel like there's something there.
The eyes is the windows to the soul. I used to date a girl once upon a time, and she had a friend, and I used to always say, I don't like that girl. And before I could never pinpoint early on. Later in the relationship, one time I remember we was at a carnival, and she just like looking at me, like it's everybody in a circle or whatever. She just looking at me over the crowd, like, but the way her eyes was, she was looking at me, and I was like looking away and shit, like I was scared. I couldn't look at her. And come to find out later on down the line, that friend was the reason why the whole relationship didn't work. She said she didn't want to be together no more because the friend didn't. Friend didn't like me. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else. She came in the crib one day. I got off work. She pull up. She chilling. She bragging, right? Said she was at the doctor. She got some blood work done. She said that she was she had some African American in her DNA. Said she had RH blood. If you know, you know. You don't even, and this was like 2016. Yeah, 2016. So I was just like, oh, that's what that mean? That's what that mean. Okay, I guess. I didn't even argue with her. Like I said, you gotta know what you can say and who you can say it to. You can't argue with everybody. Some people, it don't make sense to. But not to get off topic, I looked at her eyes was like that. And you see the dude Kenneth Copeland? Oh, we on his ass. I got some clips of him coming real soon. It might be this video, but we on his ass. He part of them green people. He give me those vibes. Spam it up if you agree.
Man, if you think you seen something now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Buckle up, man. Keep God first. Remember God is within, man. Stay buckled down. We all we got, man.
Cleveland Indian? That look like my little cousin. I'm out here in Detroit, y'all. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Man, I just dug up this picture, man, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if that's a mascot in Ohio, 1925, April 18th. Let's see the comments. If it's so-called Cleveland Indians and the mascot so-called Negro instead of Indian, then they basically showing us who's the Aboriginal without saying it. Underground American Aboriginal, April 18, 1925.
Look! You need to get the boys! Did the kids come out to look?
Yeah, like how did that
Did you see it? Though when it was over here, it looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire.
It is. Here.
I don't think that's it. That's how it comes from over there.
That's the noise, isn't it?
What the heck?
Look, in my opinion, when we see stuff like that in the sky, I think that is extraterrestrials or aliens or another species of something. When we see regular ass UFOs sometimes, that's when I think it's a 50-50 thing. Cause they can't get out the damn firmament when it's our people. You know, when it's our people, they can't get out the firmament. Extraterrestrials, aliens, I don't think they can get out the firmament, but I think they know how to maneuver, again, as above, so below. So I think there's certain portals that they can find up there in the sky, and they send them back through the water or vice versa, and it can get them past the outer of the ice walls, their land, or wherever they're trying to get to. That's my opinion. I don't know, it's my opinion, man. It's my opinion, and again, I could be wrong. I don't really care. You know, all I care about is the fact that my brain is working. The fact that I'm seeing knowledge or seeing some type of information, and my brain, the wheels is turning. That's all that matters. Somebody else might have the answer. Spam it up what you feel. But yeah, at first when she said get the boys, you know, lingo where I'm from, the boys is the cops. So when she said get the boys, I'm thinking, what, bro, what? Then when she said you didn't get the kids, I'm like, oh, she probably talking about the kids. But that's why my expression was that when she said that, because like our lingo out here is, bro, boys coming, that means the cops coming. But yeah, I think that's dope, man. I think that's dope. But do I think that's our people flying in things, right? Not even our people. That 1%, do I think that's the 1% flying at? No, not that one. Sometimes, yes, but not right in that situation. In that situation, I think that was another species of some form that we're foreign to.
Good news and bad news. Yesterday, I found out I'm going to be a dad. Bad news is, how many of y'all knew that McDonald's has contracts with hospitals? Bet you didn't know that. I just found that one out myself, too.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. I'm coming on here to explain what's going on. I'm not in possession of my phone. I can't get access to my Instagram. My cards are locked. And I'm just being real, I'm being real taken advantage. And I I personally wanted just to send out a video to the people that love me and my fans and family that's concerned that I'm okay. I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus. All those are lies. And, you know, they try to put me in jail. They're blocking my cards. I can't access my money. Nobody's hitting me back. I don't know what's going on, but just know I'm okay. Look.
Well, we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please smash that like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with them 4 videos a week, man. And it's for entertainment purposes as well. Again, I love doing these videos, man. I love the fact that the collective then tapped in with me and I then been able to do something that the collective love, and now we all, man, we family now, bro. Straight up. We all distant ass relatives, but appreciate y'all. I love doing these videos. Thank you for having me. It's been a good couple, going on 9 months. We've been doing these videos, man. It's been a great 9 months, some of the best time of my life. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna let y'all get on up out of here until I see y'all in the next one, man. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount.